Hello, everyone. It's me, the trusty assistant. I'm here again, continuing my series, Death is Coming. You should be prepared. This episode is about making funeral arrangements. Planning a funeral can be the most difficult task after someone dies. Documenting your wishes for your services will be a huge burden lifted off your family. So, the basic structure for creating your funeral arrangements, you should start with number one. Do you want to have a viewing, a wake, or a visitation? So a viewing / visitation is kind of like a quiet time for personal reflection. There's usually some soft music playing in the background, time together around with family. A wake is considered more of like a celebration of life. There's maybe more joyful music going. The pictures are playing in the background. Everybody's maybe talking and laughing, telling funny stories about the deceased. If you would like to have a wake or viewing, make sure you let your family know and also let them know the details, where you want it to be held, who you would like to have invited. Do you want the casket to be there if you're not going to be cremated? Do you want it to be open? Do you want it to be closed? What kind of music do you want to be playing? What kind of pictures, videos? Do you want to have food, drinks, any other special details that you want to be having going on? That's the pre-funeral services. So next is if you want to have a funeral or a memorial. So the biggest difference between is that the funeral has the body present, no matter if you're cremated or not. And a memorial is a little bit more looser, and it's usually after the person has already been buried. If you're going to go the traditional route and have a funeral, there's a few things you should consider before. Number one, where you're going to have the funeral services, who you're going to invite. Is it going to be religious themed or not? Are you going to have a facilitator, which is a person that presides over the services? Your casket, is it going to be open, closed, or if you're going to be an urn, where is it going to be? All the placement. If you're going to have flowers or not. If you accepted flowers, how they're going to be placed. After the services have concluded, the plan should be in place as to how to get the casket from the services to the gravesite. You can get a limo, hearse. I've seen the horse and carriage. What type of service are you going to have at the gravesite? If you're going to have a little ceremony, if you're going to have the whole funeral at the gravesite, those are the type of decisions that you need to be thinking about if you're going to have a traditional funeral. If you're going to have a memorial service, which would typically takes place after the person has been buried or a little time afterwards, so it's not as immediate. It's usually more like a celebration of life. So if you want to have that, then plan also the same things, who you're going to invite, if you're going to have food, music, what kind of activities you want to have, any type of stuff like that. The biggest takeaway from all of these, again, is that I want you to be thinking about it, making plans, have your wishes known, have your wishes written down. If you go to my website, www.thetrustyNotary.com/death-is-coming, there's tons of resources on there to help you get this stuff planned out. There's a form on there about funeral arrangements, how to set up your arrangements, and to have everything organized so that everybody can understand what your wishes are. So that concludes funeral arrangements. I'm super excited because next week we're going to be talking about wills. Again, I want to remind you that I'm not an attorney, so I will not be filling out a will for you. But however, I do know of some websites where you can go to fill them out yourselves. So it'll be more like I'll be directing you there and super suggesting that you even have a will to start out with. So super important. All right, you guys, until Wednesday. Thanks.